Have you ever wondered why many students can explain English grammar rules in Urdu or any other mother tongue language, translate difficult sentences, and even do well in written exams, but still hesitate when they have to speak English? That puzzle takes us straight to one of the most influential methods in language teaching history. Hello everyone, my name is Mumtaz. In this video, I will introduce the grammar translation method, a traditional approach to language teaching that focuses on grammar rules, vocabulary, and translation between the target language and the native language. Let us explore its main features, advantages, and role in language learning. The grammar translation method, or GTM. Even today, this method remains highly visible in many classrooms, especially in South Asian contexts. But why does it survive? Is it outdated, or is it still useful in some situations? In this video, we will explore what GTM is, where it works, where it fails, and why it is still so popular in Pakistan, India, or other native regions. And stay with me, because I will also give you mini drills, quick quizzes, a poll, and a classroom reflection challenge. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to 1. Define the grammar translation method. 2. Explain the main features, scope, and uses of GTM. 3. Identify the major advantages and disadvantages of GTM. 4. Discuss why GTM remains popular in Pakistan. 5. Evaluate whether GTM should be used alone or combined with other approaches. The grammar translation method is a traditional way of teaching language in which students learn. Grammar rules explicitly. Vocabulary lists. Sentence translation. Reading comprehension. And written exercises. In GTM, the teacher often explains the target language through the student's mother tongue, and learners translate sentences from one language to another. Pakistani sources describing GTM note exactly this reliance on the learner's native language and translation as a central classroom technique. So, instead of beginning with conversation, the method often begins with rules, meanings, and translation. For example, teacher says, "The boy is going to school." Students translate it into Urdu. Then they identify. Subject. Helping verb. Main verb. Tense. That is classic GTM. Poll. For viewers, have you studied through this method yourself? Type in the comments. Yes, no, or a little. Now, let us talk about the scope of GTM. GTM is especially useful in areas such as teaching grammar explicitly, developing vocabulary, improving reading comprehension, translation practice, helping learners understand difficult texts, preparing for written examinations. Recent Pakistan-based studies and reviews report that teachers still find GTM useful for grammar, reading, writing, and exam preparation, especially where classroom conditions are constrained. So the scope of GTM is strongest when the lesson goal is accuracy, analysis, text interpretation, or exam success. But its scope becomes weaker when the goal is fluency, spontaneous speaking, pronunciation, or real-time interaction. This is a very important question. Why is GTM still popular in Pakistan? Research points to several reasons. English is often taught through Urdu or another familiar language, so translation feels practical. Many classrooms are exam-oriented, and GTM matches written testing patterns. It works in large classes where communicative monitoring is difficult. It is convenient in resource-poor settings with limited technology or teaching materials. Many teachers themselves were taught through GTM, so it remains a familiar instructional habit. So in Pakistan, GTM is not just a teaching choice. In many cases, it is tied to the wider system of textbooks, examinations, teacher preparation, and classroom realities. Opinion prompt. Do you think GTM remains popular because it is effective or because the system makes it convenient? Write your opinion in the comments. Let us now look at the advantages. Advantage 1. Clear grammar instruction. Students get direct explanation of rules, which helps accuracy. Advantage 2. Strong vocabulary support. Translation helps learners quickly understand meanings. Advantage 3. Useful for reading difficult texts. Students can decode written materials more confidently. Advantage 4. Helpful for exam preparation. It aligns well with grammar questions, translation items, and written tests. Advantage 5. Easy to use in large or low-resource classes. Teachers can manage the lesson without needing advanced materials or technology. These benefits are frequently highlighted in GTM discussions and in recent Pakistan-focused work on classroom practice. But GTM also has important limitations. Disadvantage 1. Weak speaking development. Students may know rules but struggle to speak naturally. Disadvantage 2. Weak listening practice. There is often little real listening input. Disadvantage 3. Over-dependence on the first language. Students may keep translating in their minds instead of thinking in English. Disadvantage 4. Less real communication. Language becomes something to analyze, not something to use. Disadvantage 5. Can reduce learner engagement. If the lesson is only rule, translation, and written exercise, students may become passive. Recent analyses and Pakistan-linked studies repeatedly note GTM's tendency to neglect communicative competence, especially speaking and listening. My opinion: GTM is not useless. It is useful but incomplete. It can build a foundation in grammar and reading, but if we want communicative ability, GTM alone is not enough. Now let us make this practical with a short GTM style drill. Drill 1. Translation. Drill. Translate this sentence into Urdu. She has finished her homework. Now identify subject,
helping verb, main verb, tense. Drill 2, rule-based drill. Change this sentence into the past tense. They go to the market. Answer: they went to the market. Drill 3. Vocabulary. Drill. Match the word with its meaning. Honest, ancient. Purchase, pause and answer. These drills show why GTM is often effective for form, accuracy and lexical understanding. Comment challenge. Write one English sentence below and then translate it into Urdu or your first language. Let us test your understanding. Quiz 1. Which skill does GTM usually support more strongly? A. Spontaneous speaking. B. Grammar and translation. Correct answer B. Quiz 2. Which is a major weakness of GTM? A. Too much communication. B. Limited speaking and listening practice. Correct answer B. Quiz 3. Why is GTM still common in Pakistan? A. It fits exam culture and practical classroom realities. B. It is the only method in the world. Correct answer A. Write your score in the comments. So here is the big takeaway. The grammar translation method has real strengths. It is useful for grammar explanation, vocabulary learning, reading, translation, and exam preparation. But it also has serious weaknesses, especially in building communicative fluency. That is why many teachers today do not completely reject GTM. Instead, they try to combine it with communicative activities for better balance. A Pakistan-based research synthesis specifically discusses integrating GTM with communicative approaches rather than treating them as absolute opposites. Before you go, answer this in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helped you understand the grammar translation method in a simple and clear way. Stay connected for more educational videos. Goodbye and take care.